They're easy to split in real life. If I had $5 and I wanted to give each one of my friends here an equal amount of that, how much would I give them? Well, 5 divided by 4 would be $1, but I got $1 left over. What am I going to do with it? Can I divide that up?
Yeah, you give each person
$1.25. So that's sharing the remainder. Good. And the last one, it says use it. Use the remainder and not the quotient as your answer. And the context clues you're going to look for there is it says use this when that question asks how much is left over or left out or partially filled. Those are 3 clues that you're going to look for. So as we go through the different word problems, you're going to see which one of these context clues you find in the word problem, and then that's going to tell you what to do with your remainder. Everybody ready to start? Let me switch PowerPoints here. Let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Brownies. Anybody else in here like brownies?
Yeah.
First period I had 2 kids that went yuck. I should have sent them out. That's almost as bad as not liking bacon. So we got leftover brownies. Let's see what our first problem is. Remember, let's set some guidelines. No blurting. No blurting. And each time you're going to talk to your next door neighbor about the problem before anybody can talk. Yes, dear. Absolutely, you can. It's a good idea. So here's our problem number 1. It says Jillian has 26 brownies, which she will put on the plates that can each hold exactly 4 brownies. How many plates can be completely filled? Talk to your neighbor, read the problem again, and see what you think you're going to do with the remainder. I'm going to even work the problem for you. Would you agree that the math problem we need to work here, what's getting divided? Now, what item's getting? Brownies. And how many brownies do we have?
26.
How are they getting divided? By 4s. 4 to a plate. And if my math is correct, but does that problem, does that answer my question exactly?
Nope.
No. So this is a real life thing. So talk about it with your next door neighbor. I'll give you a minute. And then I want to hear what your answer is and what context clues that you've read in the problem that told you to do that. Are you going to add it? Are you going to drop it? Are you going to use it? Are you going to share it? When you stop talking to your neighbor, I'll know you're ready to talk about this one. So the first thing we need to ask ourselves here, what question is it that needs to be answered? Jaden, what question needs to be answered? Say that again.
How many brownies you can fit in the plate?
It tells us that each plate can hold 4 many plates can be completely filled? So when I'm looking at one of these problems, and you may think, no duh, Mr. Kim, on this one. What's that little symbol at the end of that sentence? It's a question mark. If we look for that, that's probably where the question is we need to answer. And what comes before it, Jaden, right before the question mark? What is the question? How many plates can be completely filled? So that's what we've got to answer. So let's look at our math problem and work. What is our quotient going to tell us here? Read. What is it going to tell us? 6 what? Plates that can be completely filled. Is that what the question just asked us? Yeah. Could that be our answer? Yeah. But what about the remainder 2? How is that going to impact our answer? Kason, how will the remainder impact our answer? Which one of these 4 things are we going to do with that remainder to answer this question? Drop it. It has nothing to do with the answer to this question, does it? What is this remainder? What does this 2 represent? 2 leftover brownies. They didn't get on a full plate, did they? So you'll eat? You'll have to race me to them.
I'll eat all of them.
You'll eat all of them? All 26?
I'll only give you a crumb.
Crumb?
Yes.
Man, somebody's a little selfish this morning. And again, you just beat me to that. Apparently I took a picture of that. So, for posterity later on, we'll have a picture of it. Any questions about this one? Do you know why we looked for the question mark? We asked how many could be completely filled, and then we looked at our math problem. The answer to that question was not 6 remainder 2. It was not. It's just 6 because that's the completely filled plates. Let's go to question number 2. Brownie problem number 2. Julia has 26 brownies, which she will put on the plates that can hold exactly 4 brownies. Does that sound familiar? Huh. Let's see. It says how many plates will she use to hold all of the brownies? So talk about that with your teammates. Look for context clues. Y'all talking to each other? And think to yourself, okay, which context clues match the answer of add it, use it, drop it, share it? Talk? Huh? You're always ready to talk? I believe that. All right, so Braden. I'm going to stay with my Aidens today. So far it's Jaden, now it's Braden. What question do we need to answer? How many plates will she use to hold all the brownies? Is the answer to this problem 6 remainder 2? No? But that's the math problem we work, right? And again, as a reminder, Savannah, what was the 6? What did it represent? How many full plates? And Jonathan, what was the 2? That weren't on a full plate, right? But it says, how many plates will she need to hold all of the brownies? What else did you notice in that problem?
All the brownies have to be in a plate.
All the brownies have to be in a plate. And they even put that in some bold text, didn't they?
All.
They all have to.
Every single brown.
Every single brownie. So, Nicolaya, how many plates does she need? But I don't see a set. It says 6 remainder 2. How did you come up with 7? What did you do?
I looked at all, and I was enough having to install all the brownies. Then I thought of how many plates. Then all the brownies. And I looked at everything that 6. And there were 2 brownies. So,
So which one of those? Go ahead, I'm sorry, I interrupted right when you were saying it. You had one. Because it said all of the brownies. Brianna, how did it say it?
All.
Every single one. But is this possible? We just worked the same math problem and got 2 different answers. Is that legal?
Yes.
Say that again, Allie.
It's 2 different questions.
2 different questions. How did we know? We read the problem. We looked for the context of those. Questions on that one? Let's move to problem number 3. Reed has 26 brownies, which he will put on the plates that can hold exactly 4 brownies. Seems like deja vu. I've lived this before. After he fills as many containers as he can, how many brownies will be left over? And don't forget, down there at the bottom, how does the remainder impact your answer? Which one of these are you going to use? Talk to your partner. Let's not throw them in the trash. I'm not going to do that. Everybody ready to talk?
Yeah.
Justin, what question do we need to answer?
How many brownies are left?
How many brownies are left over? Which word in that is going to give you a clue to what we're going to do?
Use it?
I agree we're going to use it. What we use it? Which one of these numbers talks about leftovers? Which one? The 6 or the remainder 2? The remainder 2. That's what the remainder is. It's what's left over after everything got divided. Why don't we do something with that 6? Can't we just say 6 remainder 2? That wouldn't answer the question, would it? So in this case, just like Justin said, we're going to use the remainder as our answer. Because that's what the question is. Ready for the last one of these? Anybody want to take a guess what the problem's going to be about? Anybody want to guess how many?
26.
Victoria has 26 brownies. She will put 4 brownies on a plate and any remaining brownies on a plate. Now this one may get a little tougher because we haven't talked about fractions yet, but we'll see what you know for the 4th grade. How many plates will be filled and what fractional part will another plate hold? Talk to your partners. And how does the remainder impact this? Which one of those things are we going to do? When we're doing word problems, is it okay to draw a picture of it?
Yeah. That's completely fine.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Tell him why you believe what you just said.
So you were look at that picture.
Tell them why. think?
The fractional out of the velocity.
Talk to her. Talk to her. And then after you talk to her, see if you can simplify her fraction. Ooh, I just used the word you've not learned yet in 5th grade.
Fourth grade was the fifth 1/2 now.
All right, we ready to talk? Emma Grace, what question do we need to answer here?
How many plates
Okay. Let's do the easy part first. How many plates are filled?
6.
Anybody disagree with her? You think there's not 6 full plates?
Oh wait, I got it.
Okay. I mean, if you think there is, tell me not. Well, I'll
I
listen
kind
to you.
of thought that there might have been 7, but that's only halfway full, so.
Oh, what did you just say?
Halfway? So that's gonna be
Halfway.
a half fraction?
Huh. So, are you telling me 6.5? You just came up with the answer. Yeah, this one is half full. It's 2 out of 4, which is what my good friend Savannah told Rhea a second ago.
Yeah, she didn't listen.
And she didn't listen to her. Until I said listen to her, didn't I?
I said like 10 times she would have listened.
Let me ask you a question. Does that happen in groups sometimes?
Yeah. Me all the time.
I'll give you an example. And this is not the best example in the world. But sometimes my wife and I have to have discussions about things. And would you believe that there's times when I am not agreeable?
I could believe it, yeah.
And I like to be right? You can believe it?
Yeah, I can.
I love you too. See, now, and I'll show you why. Let's pretend like this is the ice cream container. She gives me this much, and she says, that's my half. Now, is she correct? Is that half?
No.
So I disagree with her sometimes. All right. So what did we do here with our remainder? Let's get back to that. Lane, what did we do? Which one of those 4?
Since the last plate had half of it, what I did is I used the fraction and I went, since there's 4 in that, I took, since there's 2, since there's 4 in all the other ones, and there's only 2 in that one, I did 2 fours.
I agree with that. Now tell me what you did for your answer though. Did you drop the remainder? Did you use it? Did you add it? Or did you share it? Which one of those was your answer to? Because our context clue for use it says that we use the remainder as our answer. Is there one that says that we make a fraction or something that was dividable? What are you thinking,
I
Mariah?
think it's share it because it's easily split in real life.
There you go. That. Now, do you think those brownies are going to survive in this room?
No.
No.
All right.
All right,
We're going to divide up into bigger groups now.
Yay.
And what I'm going to do, it's going to be groups of 3, so listen carefully. It's going to be, well, we're going to have a couple of 3s and a couple of 4s. 3, 3. Go back and sit with that group. The Mariah Nicolaya.
And now Jaden.
I should have found an Aya to go with them, but I don't. So you'll be Jadenaya today. Yes, take your notebook with you. And then we're going to have 3 here. And I want Holden, bring your chair over and sit with this group. And Harley, drive your motorcycle up here and be with this group. And what you're going to do, I'm going to give you a packet of 10 questions. Everybody needs to write your name on the packet. And on each one, I'm not asking you to do the math. You can do the math if you want to. But I need to know what to do with the remainder. And I need to know why. Are we going to use it, share it, drop it, or add one because of it? Now then, your only resource is your partners and your notes that you just put into your book. I'll come through and see if you've got questions, but you talk to your partners. And we'll come back at the end of class and see what everybody says. Now here's the rules. You can't talk in loud voices. Talk only in voices that your group can hear. And each group needs to elect yourselves a secretary to do the writing for you. And your only conversations are about the problems. You can't talk about when's recess, I'm hungry. Only the math problems. Huh? Now, if you want to solve the math problem too to get the exact answer, I'll take that, but my main focus here is that you can tell me what to do with the remainder. Let me stop you for 1 second. None of your answers will look like this. Your answers will be either a number or use it, drop it, share it, add one. And don't forget to put down what words in the problem led you to your answer. Fred just asked me, can you use your multiplication chart? Absolutely, that's why we made it. Like you got them memorized already. Use your resources. That's from your. That's not 11.
Maybe 7.
5
Just read that number. Yeah, you've got 10 total properties. And then I need to see on these whether you're using it, losing it, adding it, or sharing it. Don't forget that part. Don't forget the part where I want to know that did you drop it, add it, lose it, or share it. I see where it
Don't do that. It's
That's the math problem. I've said that before. Am I correct? I've only got one grip that's finished. You lost. You look at your third page.
release number.
See if I agree with page 3.
Holy crap.
Every time he does it.
But are we getting the part about add it, drop it?
He's not, they're not.
No.
Yeah, it is. And we'll give you about 5 more minutes to finish up. And then we'll talk about each one and see how it is.
We're done.
She's having a mental breakdown right now.
No mental breakdown. Everything has to go in. So you're on the right track.
We done. Finally.
You all see it? Check your answers, make sure everybody agrees with them.
Guys, we did. If we did it together, why wouldn't we agree on the answer? Because if they think they don't agree on it,
What if they're afraid to say something because they're afraid you're going to knock them in their head?
that's their problem. I would do it.
Got the last one?
Yeah.
What was it?
You gotta sit with your group and talk. Alright, finish up the problem you're doing. And then get turned around where everybody can see your answers and facing me.
Where are you? Thank you, Holly. You sing a mean old girl.
Alright, and you're back with me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What'd you think? Hard, easy?
This last question was
Mental breakdown.
Mental breakdown?
That's above hard. I think it was in.
Alright, so let's talk about them. Number 1. Remember, no blurting. I get to call on anybody I want to. I'm a wildcat. I can go anywhere in this jungle I want to, can't I? Yeah. Alright. A total of 58 awards will be given away to the soccer team. Each box holds 8 awards. How many awards will be in the partially filled box? What was the key words in this particular problem, Jackson? I'll tell you what, tell me what you put. Did you put drop it, use it? Use it. So what was the key words that made you think using this? Talk to your friend Emma Grace and see if she'll point to a couple of words there for you. partially filled. If you look back at the thing that I gave you, what's the last two words under use it?
Partially.
Partially filled, right? So that was our good clue for that one. Number 2. Anybody not get that one? Anybody got a different answer? What did you all say? You added it? So let's read the question then. It says, how many awards would be in the partially filled box? With you. Now, is that a rotten awful thing that y'all missed that? No, we fixed it, right? That's why we're doing it in class today. I'd rather miss it today than on a test, right? No, we're not lying. All right, number 2. There are 62 students who want to play in the football league. Each team needs exactly 6 people to be full. How many full teams can be made for the football league? Jonathan? And what was 10 in this problem? Was that the remainder? Was that the quotient? Did we add one? What did we do in this one? How did our remainder affect the answer? We dropped it. And what words made you think, I need to get rid of that remainder? And if you want to talk to your teammates and see if they'll help you, that'd be good too. The full teams, right? Good job. Number 3. If 13 parents want to join us on the Mud Walk field trip and are all riding together, how many cars will they need if the car holds 6 people? Lane, what do you think? You can look at your all sheet together. What did we do on this one? Well, tell me what you did. She wrote down why you chose it. What did she write down for you? Added. So if you divided 13 by 6, what did you get? How many 6s were in 13? 2. With one person left over, right? So can we leave that person at home so you can go to the fair next week?
Nope.
No, for the field trip. So we got to have another car, don't we? And that's why we added one. That's where you got your 3. Number 4. The baseball coach has 98. I started to say 19 for some reason. The baseball coach has 98 baseballs to share equally among 8 players. After the baseballs are distributed evenly, how many baseballs will be left? Natalie, tell me what you did. You used it. So why did we use the, what words in the problem make you think, I just need to use my remainder as my answer? What was given in there that made you think? Now, distributed means that they were given out. They were given out evenly. What made you decide to use the remainder? And by the way, you're right with your answer. so I don't want you to get nervous that you've missed it. I want to know why you chose it. How will be left? Leftovers. That's what remainder is. Good. Let's turn the page to number 5. It says there are 76 people seated at the 5th grade lunch tables. Each table holds 10 people. How many full tables are there? What do you think, Jaden? Drop it. Why?
Because it says how many full tables on there.
Beautiful. Did you notice that your answer wasn't some big long speech or anything? When somebody asks you why, you don't have to make up some big, well, today I am thinking that because, tell them why. Because it said full table. That's the perfect answer. I love that. Number 7. Mr. Miller had 47 picture books for modeling during reading. Mr. Miller wants to put the books in baskets for, it says her, but I'm guessing Mr. should have been a him. My good friend Allie pointed that out to me. 7 books will fit in each basket. How many full baskets will Mr. Miller have? Allie, since you knew that Mr. Miller was not a woman, please tell me how many full baskets or what you did with your remainder there.
There's 6 full baskets, and you dropped it.
Why did you drop it?
Because it said full basket.
Because it said full baskets. Great job. Number 8, a total of 17 pictures from the bowling field trip will be placed in the yearbook. If each page will hold 4 pictures, how many pictures will the yearbook need to hold all 17 of the pictures? Holden Kerber. What are you thinking? Thinking, give me our sheet so I can see it. Number 8. So there's going to be 4 pages. So what did you do with your remainder? You dropped it. Tell me what in there made you think I need to drop it. And I'm going to read the last sentence part of it again. It says, how many pages will the yearbook need to hold all 17 of the pictures? Talk to your partner. Help him out a little bit.
Now tell Mr. Tim. He's right there.
Yes, I'm here. All. And so what do we do if we got all? Let me ask you, let's say that there's 16 pictures there, and that 17th picture is of me bowling my strike on that perfect game.
I'd take it out.
You take it out? I believe you. Well, I'm going to get mad at Miss Kim Martin if she don't put my picture in there. So instead of 4 pages, how many is she going to have? 5. We're going to add 1. Or else Mr. Tim's going to cry. Yes. All right, 9 and 10. In the storeroom, folders are stored in packages of 8. What is the least number of packages needed for a class of 35 students? Let me ask everybody this one. Do we have to get all those packages stored?
Yep.
Yes, so what does that mean our remainder is going to make it do? Got to add 1. Good. And number 10. In the teacher's lunchroom, teachers sit at tables for 6. There are 22 teachers eating lunch. How many empty chairs will there be at the table? This one was a little bit tricky.
I can't even get this one.
What are you thinking back there, Mariah?
I'm thinking use it.
You're thinking use it. How did you use it?
We thought how many empty chairs will we use at the tables?
you're on the right track. All the tables are going to look like this, except for this last table. And 22 divided by 6, there's going to be 4 people at that last table. How many empties are there? 2. So we actually had to subtract our remainder from how many would be at a chair or at a table. So that one was a little bit tricky. That one snuck up on you a little bit.
So what was that?
We had to use it, but we used it a little bit differently. As long as you use it, you're in good shape. Now then, it's time to go. So instead of giving you an exit ticket, here's what we're going to call it. To get into my class tomorrow, you got to do this. It's 4 problems. And we'll go over it. By the way, I like how y'all worked in your groups today. I didn't have to call one single person down. Did you notice that? Because I did notice that. And I like it. Y'all stick, for the most part, you stuck with the topic. And if I can stick with the topic 95% of the time myself, then I've done pretty good. But you may go back to your seat and then we're going to line up.
Is it?
You can do just a second. Alright, is there anybody that did not give? Did I have my front row one? I'll go in here. Alright, let's get this right here if we're staying here for recess. I've got no rain. Alright, first thing, everybody to your seat. You got 5 seconds before you can get quiet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pretty good. Now then, a nice golf clap for our guests today.
Thank you very much. Y'all did a wonderful job. I'm so proud of you.
I don't know if we got recorded or not.
Well, we got recorded.
But I don't want to do that part again.
I don't blame you.
Tell you, the part of you all coming, they don't, I mean, that's,
Doesn't bother you?
but, I mean, people are not looking at me. We could get on it. Maybe I'll be a millionaire.
Maybe.
Yeah. I could have lost my job, but if I'd done something crazy enough, I could have done.
Next week, you noticed.
It's really like there was a window.
I'm so mad.
Why?
No, I'm not. Y'all did a great job, seriously. You all, listen to me for real, because I know I fuss a lot. You all stuck with what you were supposed to do. When I asked you your questions, you gave me reasons. You gave me real life reasons. There was a reason I wanted this class to do this lesson. Great. Why not?